Hello, my name is Stephanie Toman, and this is another video in the series of basic Excel skills. So if you're looking for anything to do with printing, then there's a number of things that it will run over and cover, which is customizing margins, using the print titles feature, a great little feature that automatically puts headings on every page above your data, and scale to fit, as well as printing selected areas, grid lines, and headers and footers. Thank you.
This one here, we're going to look at page setup, the launcher, the layout tab, print and titles, which is quite a good feature, margins when you customize them, selecting your print area, scale to fit, that means scale to fit on a page. Remember, we can use the page layout version and we can see how it sits on a page. Some grid lines, there it is on a page, quite big. Okay. Go back to normal for now. Give it a minute. And then headers and footers and things like that. Okay, grid lines is on there too. So it's all in the page layout area. So we click on page layout. So we've got a launcher here. The launcher will bring up a dialog box that will do a lot of different things in there. As you can see, page, margins, headers, footers, everything. You can also get the things from these features here from the ribbon in most cases. So we've got print titles. This is your print titles area. What print titles does, if I hover on it, is you choose the rows that you want, and they're usually heading rows, like you've got A1 and B1, so you've got budget, Jan, Feb, March, and it automatically prints those on every new page. So if you've got quite a lot of data and you want the titles across each page automatically, this is the one that will do it. So to use it, you would click on it and click in the rows to repeat. Mine's got one in, so I'm going to delete that. And I want to repeat these rows. So I point at the row, you'll see the hash going around it. You see something drop in there. This time it's gone in as a print titles. Same thing, then OK, and that's the job done. You don't see it happen on screen or in the exam, you just know that you've done it. So when you print, see if we can get a print preview. That might help. So we're going to print. Accessing print. There's our print preview. So we can see that if we were going to do that sheet, it's not going to do it on there, but it would come out as the headings only. So that's print titles. Margins, go into the margins here, and you've got the customized margins. So be really careful that you make sure you make the changes to the right ones. Left and right are there. They're pretty obvious when you see them visually, but not always when you just go in an exam and just type them in. So make sure you're doing the right ones with all of that extra effort. The printing area, so once it's stopped, settles down, we'll look at this one. So there might be a particular area that you want to print, and the purple, I've done it in purple just for demonstration. So if we click on there and we set that print preview area, if we try and now look at it on a print preview, you can see that it just picks up that area only. And then you would have to clear it if you decided that you didn't want it while it's highlighted, okay, to remove it. With regard to scale, you've got scaling going on here. You've got grid lines here. That's the next one along. So scaling, if we look at this on a page layout, use the middle feature down here. There we go. Let's bring it down a little bit so you can see. So if we use page to fit, it's fitting 1 wide and 2 high. So if we took that to 1, that's going to take a lot of doing. Not happy. But there it is. It's all on 1. It gets tinier and tinier. If we did it as automatic, and you can see the scale is only 54% at the moment. Bear with it. And then on here, automatic, the scale starts to go up, and it's 55%. It's gone on to more than 1 page. It's gone over as well, as you can see there. So you can see, and then if we did the scale up, it gets bigger and it starts spreading itself out. The grid lines that you see, if I take them off, they disappear off the sheet. So if you want them on the printout, you need to have them ticked on the screen, on the print. Does that make sense? Good. And then headings won't count in this. So we've looked across here, we've got the orientations, we've got it in landscape at the moment. You've got paper size, which is usually A4. You're setting your print area. You've got your print titles, your scale, fit to scale or scale to fit. If you click in there, you've also got the old way of looking at it, which is to fit 1 and 1 tool. So you could use that one as well. Then you've got the headers and footers. In here, you've got headers and footers. But if we cancel that and come down here, there's your left, there's your center, and there's your right section. And you also have one at the bottom too. So you might be asked to, when you click in a header or footer, you can see the design tab comes up. You've got page numbers, you've got file paths. Up here, you might have the date back in there and find your current date. So all of those things are automated features, and you can see them all there if we bring them up. And that's all in the headers. So remember, headers and footers have sections. If you're in the full normal view in an exam and you want to get to the headers and footers quickly, you can move to the page layout to do that. It's quite acceptable to make those changes. Okay, so we're going to move on from printing. You know that file, print, they're never going to ask you to actually print anything in an exam, but it's useful to know how to use things.